No sound of his games in the background. Hey everybody, and welcome to Girls Talk Comics. Maybe you found us on, what are we on? Stitcher, Google Podcast, Spotify, wherever you found us, we're glad you're here. I guess you kind of want to know what we are, too. If, our name didn't get a lot of hints or something. Anyway, I'm Erin, and sometimes I go by the Master of Mediocrity.
And I'm Jessica, also known as the Lieutenant of Literature.
And we're two ladies who just came together with a lot of opinions and a lot of feelings.
A lot of feelings. So many feelings.
And that's why we are here together. So Jess, why don't you tell these people who've joined us what to expect in season 1?
So season 1 was a learning journey for, I think, both of us. We started off with a very precise format, and I think you'll notice that in the first couple of episodes. We had questions we were answering, we had a timetable we were wanting to hit, and we were just so adorable. So what the first couple of episodes will reflect are like 15 to 25 minute episodes where we're very precise about the way we're talking about our comics. And as we keep going and as we learn a little bit more about what we like to talk about and the format that works best for us, that format changes. We put out a couple of longer episodes and then a few more episodes that are even longer. And, we decided to throw in some little half episodes that are just us sort of raving about what we're reading that week. And then that turns into a lot. So, you'll see us playing with different formats and really hopefully growing in the way that the audio is released. So if you don't like a few episodes or you just really can't listen to the first ones, do try to skip a few forward. I promise I get better at editing. I promise.
You really do, and I do really like what we start to make at the end of season 1. I like all of it. Trust me, I'm here for the ride, and I'm really excited that we did this. But I like the style that we get towards the end of the season because you and we did find our natural groove, and I hope these listeners for season 1 also enjoy it.
Yeah, so I guess the best way to show you is to just show you. So please keep going forward. And thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Oh, you can also find us on Twitter at Girls Talk Comics. No, there's no S. It's just Girls Talk Comic 1. That's our Twitter handle. Find us there.
Or on Facebook at Girls Talk Comics Podcast.
Oh yeah, we have a Facebook.
Wherever you find us, we're glad that you did. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye. This is Erin, Master of Mediocrity with Girls Talks Comics with my co-host
Jessica, Lieutenant Literature.
Her new handles here. It's
new
doing
handles.
Great.
The other ones are obscene. I don't know. Is this going to be PG, Erin?
We'll see how it goes.
See how it goes.
So yeah, Girls Talk Comic. It's I'll get my grammar right. Girls Talk Comics with Lieutenant Literature and Master of Mediocrity here. We're just pretty much getting together.
Yeah.
Discussing what we're reading.
Yes.
What we like about it.
Reading new things.
Yes. Maybe what we dislike, what we recommend.
I'm sure there will be a few lemons.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Inevitable.
Inevitable.
At this point.
It is how that works.
So first thing I want to ask you, Lieutenant Literature.
Yes.
Why do you read comics? When did you start?
I had a friend from college who decided I needed to go into my very first comic book store because it was I don't know, Wednesday or Thursday, and it was the day. It was pool day, new comic book day, and I had no idea that this even existed. I come from a very small town where these things don't happen. You order them online, if at all, and the most exposure I'd had to comics in physical form had been like Archie comics in Walmart. So
Yeah.
that was when it all started. It started with a pull file full of strong female protagonist TMs, and then it kind of evolved into a more nuanced genre-specific sort of format. So
Very cool.
That's how that started for me. What about you?
I started reading actually in 2014,
Oh.
and I know it was 2014 because I'm that behind on my comics.
Same.
Yeah. I started with Sweet Tooth and Adventure Time, reading the trade paperbacks of those, and just kind of fell in love with it since. Started actually reading single issues back in like 2015, 2016, and I've been getting deeper and deeper since.
Oh my god, you and I are almost the same age in comics.
Oh my god, this is so sweet.
This makes me feel so much better. I suffer from intense imposter syndrome, and I'm sure other females out there will share those sentiments with me when it comes to walking into a comic book store, a physical comic book store, and going, I'm here to buy comics, bitches, and having people look at you like, why?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of, why I want to do this. Like I work in a comic shop, and it is interesting working with new female comic readers, and kind of that barrier. And like I talk to a lot of readers' girlfriends or wives or partners, and just trying to break down that wall where they just look glazed over and bored because their boyfriend's buying Captain America or their husband's buying Green Lantern or the Punisher, and they want like nothing to do with that. And then reaching out to them with some of the comics we're going to be talking about in the series, and just kind of them coming back the next month and just being incredibly excited to finally have something that they could read and connect with.
We need to come up with a handle for the dog.
Yeah, we'll just call him the Beagle Bard.
The Beagle Bard.
Yeah, Beluga the Beagle Bard.
Yes.
That's his handle now. He's
a therapy dog of ours.
Yeah.
He's here for comfort as we talk about these incredibly traumatic experiences in comics.
Of course. Oh, he sounds so sad. He's fine. So this is, as we talked about a little bit, this podcast will be our way to, I don't know, make it easier for other readers to find a series and be interested. Kind of an infrequent series. We're looking at maybe like once a month or twice a month posting a new episode. But we're going to be talking about a little bit more than comics. I'm hoping to get some other female readers on to chat with us.
More female readers are always better.
Yeah, and also kind of we want to talk about some themes in comic books, genres, representation, maybe the movies, maybe branch a little bit.
Oh, I don't think that we're allowed to have opinions on that, Erin.
Oh god, no.
The secondary sex is not allowed to talk about the big boy thing.
Well, comics were once the big boy thing.
That is true.
That.
Let's smash the patriarchy.
One podcast episode at a time.
One podcast, 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We're shooting for 10 to 15 minute episodes. This is probably going to be our shortest, mostly because I'm running out of things to say.
Yeah, and maybe just a breakdown of the format.
Okay, yeah. We're looking at just a couple, in each episode, at least that we're talking about a comic, we're going to just tackle just a few questions, and that's kind of, what is that comic about? What did we think about it, including the writing, the art, our initial reactions? Do we like the characters? Who was our favorite? Mm-hmm. And kind of, do we recommend it?
Right.
And kind of
a little bit about the format of data consumption. And I think that plays a lot into it, especially these days. There are so many options in how to consume the comics.
There are, and some of them are better in singles versus trades. And we'll talk a little bit more about what that means when the time comes up, singles versus trades, and try to make it a little bit fun and maybe a little bit easy for people who haven't been reading as long as we have.
Yeah, give the highlight reel out there to some folks who maybe don't want to spend their life savings on comic books.
It's fair. It's fair. Maybe that should be an episode, free and affordable ways to read comics.
I'm sure we will be giving our secrets one episode at a time.
Fair. I'd give him one whole episode. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoy the ride and stick around for a while and see how this pans out.
Welcome home, my home slices.
Dig it.
Word.
We'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.